All right, good morning, everybody. Let's start off by getting some energy in here. Let's clap it up for our graduates. Come on now. All right, there we go. All right, so thank you. I am Brian Singleton. I have the honor and privilege of being principal here at Daniel C. Oaks. And it is with great pleasure and pride on behalf of the staff, students, alumni, and soon-to-be graduates that we welcome you to our May 2026 commencement ceremony. To mark this momentous occasion, we have some honored guests to introduce. As you're introduced, please rise to be acknowledged and then be seated. First of all, we have Superintendent Mrs. Erin Kane. Assistant Superintendent Mr. Danny Windsor. Executive Director of Schools Mrs. Nikki Ballou. Chief of Staff Mr. Steve Colella. DCSD Board of Education Director, Mr. Tony Ryan. DCSD Board of Education Director, Mr. Clark Callahan. And I'd also like to welcome our esteemed principal from Eagle. Jeff, go ahead and stand on up and say hello. Jeff runs a sister program to ours. All right, so at this time, the graduating class of 2026 and I would like to make a special recognition of the teachers and staff of Daniel C. Oaks High School. For their years of dedication to the students and community, your belief in our students and commitment to showing up for them every day has helped us make this day possible. Let's give our staff a big round of applause, please. All right, so I'd like to start by thanking our friends of DC Oaks, including Mr. Bruce Bowman, for their generous support and mentorship of students. So I'd like to welcome Bruce up on stage. He has a couple scholarships to give out.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all of you graduates. Graduating from high school, great state of Colorado. How cool is that? Again, I'm Bruce Bowman. I am with the what's been known as the Friends of Daniel C. Oaks High School Scholarship Fund, which is now part of the Parker Task Force. And I'm proud to be here today to hand out some scholarships. We've been doing this now since May of 2023, so this is our 7th graduation here. Not including today, we've offered scholarships to 20 students, and today we're proud to continue that tradition and offer scholarships to $1,000 scholarships to 3 deserving students. Please come accept your award as I call your name. Camille Galvin. Caden Carpenter. And Connor Siebert. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bruce, and our friends of DC Oaks Scholarship. We really appreciate your support every single year, so thank you. All right, would Douglas County School District Superintendent Erin Kane please join me at the podium? Seniors, would you please stand? Mrs. Kane, on behalf of the staff of Daniel C. Oaks High School and the students who stand before you today, I certify to you that these students have met all requirements for graduation set forth by the Douglas County School District Board of Education. I hereby present to you for acceptance and conferral of their diplomas the senior class of May 2026.
Mr. Singleton, it is my great honor and privilege on behalf of the Douglas County School District and the Douglas County Board of Education to accept the May 2026 graduating class of DC Oaks. Congratulations.
All right, thank you very much, Mrs. Kane. Graduates, please be seated. So here at Oaks, we have many traditions, and this next tradition is without a doubt one of our best and one we're most proud of. At this time, I have the honor of reading the names of each of our honored graduates, and they each will come up to the podium to accept a certificate of appreciation that they will present to family members or special guests. Then they'll return to the stage to accept their diploma and address the audience. So let's get started. Caden Carpenter. Caden plans to attend Santa Monica College in California before transferring to a four-year university where he plans to major in criminal law. Caden plans to attend law school after completing his undergraduate degree.
DC Oaks has changed my life forever. They gave me a second chance and focused on my needs and ways of learning while others wouldn't. When you have teachers who take the time to teach you and actually care, it can make a huge difference in your life. I used my opportunity to do what I want and I love with the help from all the staff at Oaks. And when you're seen and can take your time and your way of learning is supported, it makes the biggest difference in how you learn. I want to give a huge thank you to my family who've always supported me and encouraged me and pushed myself to be the best I can. I also want to thank McD, Hofling, Hines, and Mr. Pollitt for making their classes enjoyable and actually teaching me something. I want to give a huge thanks to Mark, Grayson, Keegan, and Dane, and all the past graduates who have made my Oaks experience better. Thank you.
Joshua Carpenter. Josh plans to take a gap year before attending Arapahoe Community College to major in business.
All right, for those who don't know me, my name is Josh Carpenter, and I would like to start. For those who don't know me, my name is Josh Carpenter, and I'd like to start off by thanking my parents for giving me the option to switch to Oaks. After losing my best friend Corey, who strove to suicide, I couldn't keep going to DC for the remainder of my high school year. They supported me every step of the way and have been by my side since the start. Love you both more than anything. Next, I'd like to thank everyone for making Oaks a blast. For instance, Mr. Hofling with his mock trial that I got to participate in during my second quarter. Even though we didn't get to do our case, it was still a lot of fun. I'd also like to thank Mr. Hostetler for teaching me poetry and just how much I enjoy writing it. Rest in peace, Hoss. And Ms. Klein for not only the school trips, such as Wolf Trip, but also everything you taught me with FERPA. And of course, Paulette for not only the homeroom, not for only be my homeroom teacher, and Ms. McD for teaching me more and more about business, helping my knowledge grow. Even though I didn't end up taking the internship, I still like to thank Ms. McD and Ms. Peoples for the opportunity, and many more teachers I like Mr. Schneiderwin, Drennan, Marty, but considering I only have 3 minute speech, I'll leave it at that. Thanks to Oaks, I have a more clear understanding on what I want to do for a career. Hope everyone has an amazing rest of your day, and finally, congrats to the class of 2026.
Grayson Earwood. Grayson plans to become an elevator technician.
"86% of students struggle with procrastination, and when it comes to schoolwork, for me, it was 100% of the reason I came to Oaks. My freshman year, my GPA was 6 feet under. I didn't focus on homework. I slept in most of my classes, and if I wasn't sleeping, I was nodding like I understood what the teacher was saying. I made excuse after excuse to make myself feel better about the choices I was making, and of course, it didn't work. Within the span of a few years, I lost a lot. 2 of my grandmas, 2 of my grandpas, my cat who was only 4. Most of my closest friends moved away, and I felt like the world was angry at me. I beat myself up mentally and convinced myself that most of it was my fault, and though none of it was in my control, during my freshman year, there were moments when I didn't want to be here anymore. I didn't feel loved, wanted, or needed, and that belief couldn't have been more wrong, because when I look back, all I can see is love. These are the moments I think about and the people who kept me here. My dad, who would sit with me and have me read books with him at the dinner table. If I messed up a word, he would correct me. He pushed me through basic 5th grade math while I sat there bawling my eyes out, trying to figure out long division, which I still hate. My mom listened to me talk about my feelings for hours, and she made me feel understood. Sorry. My brother, who missed his college exams just to be in the hospital room for my birth. My brother, Matthew, leaned over my cradle and asked my mom, "When can he play?" My sister, Nicole, texted me, "If you'd like to talk, I'll listen and I love you," after briefly seeing me cry and run up the stairs. My sister, Mel, held me for nearly an hour when she heard about my struggles. My brother from another mother, Isaiah, we were on top of my brother from another mother, Isaiah, would always be there for me. My best friend, Dylan, we got baptized together on March 9th, 2025, and I can say without a hesitation that it was the best moment of my life, and my girlfriend, Kaylee, for being by my side through the good and the bad and everything in between. All I've ever experienced in my life is love, and I feel dumb now for ever thinking I wasn't loved or that I was undeserving of it. So while I procrastinated and it held me back, I learned to push through and not blame my negative present decisions on my past and use it as an excuse. And I want to shout out a few people from Oaks who helped shape me. Caden, JC, Cookie, Mark, Amen, Antonio, Mrs. Dr. Klein, Mrs. Brown, Mr. Hofling, Mr. A, Mr. Schneiderwin, and Mr. Hostetler. I used to think we spent 12 to 14 years in school just to end up with a fancy piece of paper with our name printed on it in a Gothic old-style font. I thought, big whoop, I'll just type that myself and print it out. But here I am, holding that fancy piece of paper with my name in Gothic old-style font, and I've never been more proud of myself. Thank you.
Antonio Fresquez. Antonio plans to take a gap year before attending college at Metropolitan State University. And I'll also let you know that Antonio was this year's recipient of the Perseverance Scholarship for DC Oaks.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I've been going to Oaks for almost 2 years now, and a lot has changed in those 2 years. I'm glad to finally be graduating, although I am sad to be graduating too. I'd like to say thanks to all those who have helped me. First, I'd like to thank my dad for always being there for me and believing in me and encouraging me to keep going, even when I didn't believe in myself. I'd like to thank my brother Benito, who gave me rides to school my first year at Oaks. My family for encouraging me to keep pushing. Carlos Zuniga for being my first friend at Oaks and giving me rides and kidnapping me on school nights to go get tacos till 2 in the morning. Caden Etter for being my best friend for 8 years, showing me no matter where you move or what school you go to, a real friend will always find time to spend with you. My sister, Felicia, for giving me rides to school and generally being annoying. I'd like to thank the staff for bothering me when I didn't show up at school and blowing up my phone. I'd also like to thank Klein and Paulette especially for helping me shape myself into a leader. I never thought of myself as a leader before Oaks, but they saw something in me that even I couldn't see. I just have a few more thanks I'd like to give. I'd like to thank Diego and Mark for being fellow Phoenix Club members and helping me. I'd like to thank all of Phoenix Club. Caden Carpenter for calling me every time I wasn't at school and even putting Mr. Hines on the phone. Chevy for making the G-Style van from 1966 to 1994. Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong for making awesome t-shirts that the school was proud of me wearing. Eisenwood and all of my friends. Lastly, I'd like to thank Xbox and Spotify for helping me not do my Edgenuity till the last minute. Oaks has been fun. I'm sad to be leaving, but I always have fun memories. Thank you, Oaks, for making me the best version of me.
Camille Galvin Zamora. Camille plans to attend college at Arapahoe Community College to complete her associate's degree in nursing before transferring to CU Denver at the Anschutz campus to complete a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. She plans to work as a certified nursing assistant while attending college.
Today is a very special day for all of us, standing here at Daniel C. Oaks. I feel proud, grateful, and excited for what comes next. This journey was not always easy, but we made it. I want to take a moment to thank all the teachers, staff, counselors, administrators who supported me throughout my time here. Thank you for believing me, encouraging me, and pushing me to do my best, even when I doubted myself. Your patience and support made a difference in my life, and I will always be thankful for everything you have done for me. And to my parents, quiero tomar un momento para agradecer a mis padres. Gracias por siempre estar ahí para mí, por apoyarme y cada paso de mi vida. y por nunca dejar que me faltara nada. Gracias por trabajar duro, por sus sacrificios, por sus consejos y por siempre recordándome que sí lo podía lograr. Incluso cuando yo no creía en yo misma. Todo lo que soy hoy es gracias a ustedes. Su amor, paciencia y apoyo significa más de lo que las palabras pueden expresar. Los amo y siempre voy a estar agradecida por todo lo que han hecho por mí. With that being said, congratulations to the class of 2026. We made it.
Haley Gerbholz. Haley plans to work as an emergency medical technician, an EMT, and will be volunteering at a fire station.
Hi guys. I don't really have a lot to say, and all I truly want to say is thank you. Thank you to my family for always supporting me, even when I was at my worst. I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful for everything that you've helped me through. Thank you to the staff for always trying to put a smile on my face, even though it was 7:30 in the morning. Thank you to my school parents, Mr. Hofling and Miss McD. You guys made me really feel like I was something special at this school. And you always listen to me rant about random stuff. And I'm really gonna miss you guys. The last thank you I have is to my best friend, Emery. You're really the only person who understands me, and I couldn't have made it in this school without you. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey, and I will never forget the memories that I've made here at Oaks. Congratulations to our graduating class.
Emery Holtgrew. Emery plans to attend Arapahoe Community College before transferring to a four-year university to become a future educator.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who got me here. Thank you to my mom for always supporting me and pushing me. Thank you to Haley for being by my side. I'm glad we get to be on this stage together today. Thank you to Miss Nerwin for never giving up on me and making this moment come true. I will miss your breakfast burritos. Thank you to my boyfriend Jaden for always believing in me. Thank you to all the Oak staff. I love you all so much. I did it!
Isaac Rorick. Isaac plans to enlist in the United States Navy.
When I first moved to Colorado, I didn't think I was going to graduate. I was ditching school because I didn't have a reason to go. Then I came to Oaks, and now I'm here on stage graduating. I want to thank my mom for putting up with me for 19 years, through thick and thin, and all the arguments we got into. Just know I love you, Mom. I want to thank my teachers for helping me from the beginning to end of my time at Oaks. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be up here today, and thank you for that. With that, I appreciate everyone who has helped me to get here on this stage today.
Maddox Rowland. Maddox plans to work at his full-time job at Distribution System Resources, Inc., while continuing to work on his own growing business.
They say high school prepares you for the real world. If that's true, then we're all extremely prepared to run on 4 hours of sleep, survive on caffeine, and still show up on time. Well, most of the time. Jokes aside, these years shaped us in incredible ways. We learned how to manage pressure, how to recover from failure, and how to be there for each other. And while we learned how to push ourselves, the truth is, we didn't do it alone. When motivation tapered and quitting felt easiest, there were people who refused to let us fall behind. So I'd like to take this time to thank my mom and dad for always pushing me to keep going and believing in me. My little sister, Alyssa, who I couldn't let graduate before me. Also those with the words of wisdom, like Mr. Hofling and Mr. Marty. And most of all, to my girlfriend, who motivated me most. I couldn't have done it without you guys. And to my little sister, Alyssa, keep pushing yourself to do great things. I believe in you, and I can't wait to see you up here next. So here's to the memories, the growth, and the future ahead. We made it, class of 2026. Congratulations.
Connor Siebert. Connor plans to attend Pickens Technical College to complete a welding program. He intends to have a career as a welder.
I don't really have much to say, but I'm glad I got to experience Oaks firsthand for what it is. It's an opportunity to change and to grow from where you once were. I'm really happy I got to meet so many unique and inspiring individuals that have changed how I've come to thought of this school. Some became friends and others became mentors and showed me more to life than I thought there was. I was able to have the chance to come back and reapply myself and grow as an individual. My takeaway, some people may seek attention, others may avoid it altogether, but everyone is facing realities and truth we hate to acknowledge. But people coming together to share their stories and to hear each other out is what makes Oaks so special. Thank you all for listening.
Let's hear it again for this awesome group of kids. So look around, class of 2026. It is finally here. This May, this isn't just a ceremony. It's our moment to pause, breathe, and celebrate every single step you took. The late nights, the triumphs, and yes, even the moments you thought you might not make it. You spent years walking these halls, and in that time, you taught us a lesson about true grit. You didn't just handle challenges, you owned them. Whether it was a tough project, juggling a job and school, or just getting through a rough morning, you faced it down with a strength that's truly impressive. You didn't let the hard stuff define you. You let your powerful response to it define you. And let's talk about the crew you found here. This isn't just a class, it's a family. The late night study sessions, the combined lunch laughs, the times you picked each other up, that's the real magic of Daniel C. Oaks High School. Hold on to those friendships. They are your foundation. As you step into your exciting next chapter, don't forget the tools you sharpened here, your resilience and your determination. They're your compass. Let them guide you as you navigate whatever comes next. But if I can ask of only one thing, let it be this. Be kind. Be truly kind. That's the superpower that will make a lasting and profound difference in the world, one interaction at a time. To the extraordinary Daniel C. Oaks graduating class of May 2026, I am so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. Look at what you've done. As you leave this stage today with your credentials, know that you have our full belief and our unduring support. Go chase those big, wild dreams and never, ever lose the fire in your heart. You can achieve anything you set out to accomplish. Now, audience, please join me in giving a resounding round of applause to celebrate our amazing Daniel C. Oaks graduating class of May 2026. All right. Now we have just one final event before we formally bring the graduation ceremony to a close. Graduates, please rise for the turning of the tassels. Class of 2026, please move your tassels from the right to the left, signifying you as a graduate of Daniel C. Oaks High School. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the graduating class of 2026. I'm just gonna get going. Have a safe and fun summer break. You can join our graduates out front for hugs and pictures. Thank you all for coming. It is so special.